This is Decent Food with the people. I'm kind of checking in with the attorneys and just see if I can get any information of any type of proper cause on subpoena. And I don't know why that word's so hard for me to stick in my brain. Subpoena. Subpoena, subpoena, subpoena. Oh my goodness, that word. But let's see what kind of information we can get on this. Oh, reminder, I'm not an attorney, don't care to be an attorney. What I do is give you an outside look around you. Never look straight forward. Always look around you and help yourself keep the outside forces against you. But, so this is a learning deal. Making a phone call now.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
Is this an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Attorney's office? Okay, I'm kind of looking around for an attorney, but before I actually get more involved, I'm kind of like to stay on top of things and find out what's all going on. And I have a question. For a subpoena, is there supposed to be any type of proper cause to order for that to be done?
Well, no, not necessarily. Who is the subpoena from? Is it from the county?
Yeah, it'd be from the county.
Okay. They can subpoena you for various reasons.
Okay. Alrighty, and that's the reason why I was kind of asking, because I do study the Constitution, but I don't really study all the laws. And I don't remember a subpoena being in the Constitution anywhere. And matter of fact, the only thing I know about is the Fourth Amendment, the person and papers and effects and all that, in order to get a warrant. But a subpoena kind of, from what I'm understanding, is kind of like a go around the warrant deal. I know very little about it, but it just seems like that's what it's doing, is going around the warrant. And that's the reason.
If it's a governmental agency and they've subpoenaed something from you, I think that and it all depends on what kind of context it's in also. Because I understand what you're trying to do. You got the Fifth Amendment, you're trying to not incriminate yourself, but if it's a crime, you can't interfere with the criminal investigation. So it all depends on what context it's in. What I would tell you is something like that is there's a guy, Rick Dunbar. He's super sharp, but you're going to have to be a lot more to the point, because he or most lawyers can't advise you if you don't tell them exactly what it's for, what you're trying not to produce or show.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it's more of just upholding the Constitution. What it is they want to ask.
Yeah, you might want to call a professor on something like that.
Yeah.
Call a law school professor if you have a law school question.
Okay.
If you have a direct question and you want to lay out what it is, see if they have to, because you don't want to try to, play lawyer. Next thing you know, you're in jail because you didn't follow a subpoena.
Well, and that was the reason why I actually called you to see if there's any type of ideas on that, because it just seems like it's what little I know of it was it just kind of says you don't need probable cause, and it just sounds like it's a roundabout away from the warrant.
Yeah, I hear All right. Well, good luck with your endeavors on that.
All right, buddy. I certainly appreciate the information, and thank you,
Yes,
bud.
sir.
Have a good day.
Okay. Well,
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye-bye.
Okay. So the way I'm seeing this, of what little research I've done on this, okay, and it kind of got me into the video not too long ago about the warrant, and then they can subpoena, and they'll give all the paperwork in there without a warrant, so it'd be more of a subpoena than a warrant. But like I told that gentleman there, it just seems like a subpoena is more of a getting around the Constitution. And that was actually a attorney that's not giving out. He's kind of biting his tongue, as you can tell on the video. And I guess as an attorney you could get in trouble because you're bound to the bar members. So there's just certain things they're not going to say. But in essence, when you listen to the video, he's like, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. A subpoena is getting around the warrant. We don't need probable cause, right? And I may be wrong, y'all. But that's what I'm kind of getting from it. A subpoena is more along those lines, and I'm talking about more along those lines as paperwork. Of course, I wasn't going to go into great details with him because, it's more of a learning thing for me how this operates and not really get one. What do you guys think? To my little knowledge on this subpoena, and I guess I should have studied this a while back, but in essence, that's exactly what they're doing. They're using a third party, kind of like when I went to the bank. They'll show everybody my paperwork because they got a subpoena, not because they got a warrant. Well, that's my information. The bank is holding my information in safekeeping. So if the government wants to get in touch with my information, they must have a warrant. And however, they can, because of this thing called subpoena, they can just do whatever they want to do. Again, I'm not an attorney, so I fully do not understand this. Or overstand it. But in essence, it just seems like that's what it is. Now, I do understand maybe doing a subpoena of people testifying in court, which I still disagree with that. If I don't want to testify, it is my right not to do so. I understand some of the people's outlook out there, that crimes are being unsolved and this, that, here, and there. Well, crimes are being unsolved anyway. They're more out there looking for fines and tickets and everything like that than they are actually investigating crimes. Getting off topic. So, subpoena. And from what little I researched on it already before a lawyer, is more along the lines as they want paperwork. Well, they need a warrant from me, but if I hand it over to like my brother, then they can subpoena my brother to get the paperwork and bring into court, right? So they don't have to issue a warrant for my brother. Which, again, y'all, is wrong. Because even if that's the case, they still need to issue a warrant because it's within his possession. In his home or his property, right? So it's something to think about. It's definitely interesting to kind of check into, because the subpoena thing just seems like it's got a whole lot of power to bypass your Fourth Amendment. So think about it. I do know this was back some religious personnel, or somebody was religious and came up with this and gave it to, I guess, King Rob or something like that. That's been a while. Anyway, I'll probably do another video on this, but as of this point right here, right now, it's looking like it's a bypass of a warrant. And it looks like it's a deal to force against your will. Now, some of these videos I told you about, they have all kinds of things out there that causes you harm because it's called law. So, I got a phone call. We'll end this. This is for We the People News. Bye, y'all.